Hey everybody, this is Chris with Night of the Living Card Games. I'm continuing my Rise of Red Skull campaign progression with a different hero with a random aspect for each scenario. Last scenario, an all basic Doctor Strange deck easily took out Crossbones. And today I'm going to go against scenario 2, Absorbing Man, and the random choice was Valkyrie Leadership. So we'll see how it goes. First things first, got to look at the campaign log for victory of the last scenario. So if you won the last scenario, you get to choose one of 4 tech upgrades and add them to your deck. So we've got an Adrenal Stims, which is a hero action. Discard this card and remove it from the campaign log to ready your hero and heal 5 damage. Tactical Scanner, discard it and remove it from the log to draw 5 cards. Emergency Teleporter, discard it and remove it from the log, and then search for an ally in your deck and discard pile and put it into play and give it tough. And then finally, Laser Cannon, discard this card, remove it from the log, deal 5 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with you. So these are setup upgrades, so they'll start the game and play. And if you use them, you get them for one scenario. So if you use them, they go in your discard pile. If you cycle your deck, you can bring them back out. But if you use them for one scenario, they'll be removed from the log and you won't be able to use them again. So I think in the spirit of things, the way I'm doing this progression, I'm just going to randomly pick which one I get. And if I don't use it in this scenario, this is going to carry over into all future heroes as well. So let's see. Randomly, I have gotten Adrenal Stims. So it is set up hero action, discard this card and remove it from the campaign log, ready your hero and heal 5 damage from them. All right. So I've got Valkyrie set up. I'm just putting the Adrenal Stims and her Death Glow up. I know technically according to the rules, these should be shuffled into the deck, and then after the villain is completely set up, then I pull them out with the setup instructions and then reshuffle my deck. But that doesn't make any sense to me. So they just start here and play. So looking at Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man, again, we're just doing standard. So Absorbing Man, phase 1, he is a 14 hit point, 1 scheme, 2 attack villain with the brute trait, and he gains the trait of each environment in play. He's only got 1 main scheme, and if it pops, we lose. And for his setup, we put Absorbing Man and Standard, and then Hydra Patrol. And then setup, we need to discard cards from the encounter deck until an environment is discarded, put it into play, and then shuffle the discard pile into the encounter deck. So let's see what we get here. Nope. There we go. Abandoned Facility. So this is a setup. It has got the metal trait. So now Absorbing Man has the metal trait. Force Response. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, discard 1 resource icon from your hand, or 2 resource icons instead if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. So we're going to put that into play. We got to shuffle these. Shuffle these together again. All right, so let's flip over into 1B. So none shall pass. Force Response. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 delay counter here, and then Forced Interrupt. When an environment enters play, discard each other environment card in play. If this stage is completed, the players lose the game. It starts with 2 threat per player and goes up 1 threat per player. So his scenario is he's just trying to delay the heroes from going after the villains that stole the Reality Stone. So we're going to get delay counters, and there are some encounter cards that do trigger off that delay counter, but this also affects the campaign later. So we'll see here. So Valkyrie, or Brunhilde, is a 12 hit point hero, 4 recovery, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 1 defense, and she has this Death Glow ability, which is a 1 cost upgrade. You attach it to an enemy, and then on her hero side, you can play it as if it were in your hand, And then on the Death Glow, it says, when the attached enemy is defeated, set this card aside out of play. If Valkyrie's defeated that enemy, ready her. And then on her alter ego side, she can just detach Death Glow and set it aside. So in hero form, once you attach it to somebody, until that person dies, it has to stay there until you flip into alter ego. So this is going to be interesting with a leadership deck because Absorbing Man is kind of a rush strategy and leadership doesn't necessarily go for that. So we'll see how it goes. Got a sneak attack, a spear, save the day, command team, and have at thee. All right. Like sneak attack. I like have at thee. I'm going to pitch the rest because I need to find some allies. Go down swinging. Annabelle Riggs. Visit Valhalla and an energy. Well, that was not the greatest of opening hands, but we'll see if we can make it work. So the point of this deck, I got this off of Marvel CDB, is that you're trying to use sneak attack to just pull in allies, maybe even a little bit more expensive allies into play, and then use things like go down swinging and last stand or things like that to get more value out of them before they go away. Unfortunately, I did not get a lot of great allies here. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to start by paying energy. Let's get Annabelle Riggs out. And I'm going to exhaust her and search the top 5 cards of my deck for a Valkyrie card. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shield Maiden or Have at Thee are my 2. I'm going to take Shield Maiden because that'll give me an extra resource to be able to play Have at Thee and keep Sneak Attack into my hand. So hopefully I'll draw an ally next turn. I'm not going to have enough money to do anything with Death Glow this turn. That's okay. So I'm going to flip up to hero side. I'm going to use Shield Maiden, Valhalla, visit Valhalla, and go down swinging to pay for Have at Thee. Have at Thee deals 7 damage to an enemy. If it had Death Glow, it would gain overkill. So Absorbing Man goes down from 14 to 7. And then Valkyrie will just swing for 2. All right, we ready everybody up. Draw up to our hand size of 5, so we get Sneak Attack. Sneak Attack. Aragorn. Have at Thee. And Goliath. Okay, so I got Goliath. That's pretty good at least. All right. So we add 1 threat to the main, and we add a delay counter. Again, by the same tokens, has all sorts of tokens, including delay counters, so always great to get those on the board. He is going to attack me, and honestly, Annabelle has served her purpose. So she is going to defend. He is attacking for 2, 3, 4, and because it wasn't undefended, I don't have to worry about that. Annabelle is defeated, and then we get 1 encounter card. It is Snowy Hillside. So it is an environment, so we have to discard this one to put it in play, but this also has Surge, so now he has the Ice trait and Force Response after he makes an undefended attack against me. Place 1 threat on the main scheme, 2 threat instead if there are 5 or more delay counters. Okay, so this is going to now surge into Trouble in Otherworld. Give it to the Brunhilde player. Valkyrie cannot attack the enemy with Death Glow attached. Alter Ego, spend a energy and a mental resource and remove it from the game. Well, honestly, that may just sit out there, and I may not worry about Death Glow this game. All right, so I am going to, I'm going to spend 1 sneak attack to play another sneak attack. So that sneak attack says action. Choose an ally in your hand that shares a trait with your identity. Put that ally into play. If that ally is still in play at the end of the phase, discard it. She has the Asgard and Avengers trait, so I am going to throw Goliath down here. Goliath is a 4-cost ally, 2 thwart, 1 attack, and action. Goliath gets +4 attack to the end of the phase, and at the end of the phase, discard Goliath. All right, so we are going to use that action to give him a +4 attack, and then we're going to swing in for 5 points of damage. Again, I'm just trying to rush Absorbing Man at this point. Defeating phase 1 of Absorbing Man. So phase 2 comes in. He is now 15 hit points. He has 2 scheme, 2 attack, and the same ability. He gains the trait of each environment in play. However, when revealed, if super absorbing power is in play, deal each player a counter card. Otherwise, go find it and put it into play. So super absorbing power is a side scheme. All right, here we go. And what it says is now Absorbing Man gains the ice, metal, stone, and wood traits all at the same time. So basically, any card that says he's got encounter cards that says, oh, if he's got this trait, do this. If he's got this trait, do this. Well, now he's got all of them, so they all happen. All right, I don't have money for anything else. So, forgot Valkyrie is going to punch for 2. And then we're going to ready up. I am going to ditch my flying horse and draw back up. So I have a falcon, flight of the Valkyr, and a Shield Maiden. All right, and that is the end of my phase. So per sneak attack, Goliath goes away. All right, so villain phase, we get another threat on there. He gets another delay counter. He is going to attack. I'm just going to take it undefended this time. All right, so 2, and he gets a ball and chain attachment. So it is a +1 scheme, +1 attack. When revealed, you attach it to Absorbing Man, so he immediately gets that +1 attack. And then hero action, spend a fist resource and shuffle it back into the encounter deck. So I get hit for 3 damage. And because I didn't defend, we get an extra threat on the main scheme. So it is now up to 5. Right, now we get an encounter card. It is Hydra Regular, Insight 1. So when this card is revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. So we're now up to 6 of 12. He has a 1 scheme, 2 attack, 2 health minion. Not sure how much I'm going to worry about that, honestly. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we are going to 1, 2, 3 to pay for another Have At Thee to deal 7 damage. So we go from 13 down to 6. And you know what? We're going to pitch Falcon since it's a fist resource and just shuffle this ball and chain in. We don't need him to get extra attacks. And then we're going to punch for 2. So that takes him down to 4. All right. So let's see. That's about all I can do. So let's see how this goes. We get Chooser of the Slain, Make the Call, Leadership Training, Black Panther, and a Strength. Okay, so if we can survive this round, we have enough damage in hand to finish this off. That is always the key, though, if we survive the round and the encounter deck doesn't throw anything strange at us. So villain phase. He's going to attack, or he is going to get a thwart to go up to 7 out of 12. We get another delay counter. He is going to attack me. I'm just going to take it to the face again. So it is 2, 3 damage. And then because it was undefended, however, he gets to add a threat to the main scheme. And because there are 5 or more on there, he gets to add 2. So we are now at 9 of 12. Hydra Regular attacks me for 2. And again, I'm just going to take it. And now the moment of truth, we get an encounter card, which is Piercing Thorns. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. Oh boy. And if he has the wood trait, discard 1 card you control. Okay, so let's see. Random card is Leadership Training. 1 card I control. Honestly, that's the only card I can discard, because technically I don't think I control Deathglow. It's out of side. Set aside, out of play. So Adrenal Stims go away. All right, so I survived that. And I still have Black Panther in hand. So I'm going to spend Strength, make the call, and Chooser of the Slain to play Black Panther. Black Panther is a 4-cost ally, 2 thwart, 2 attack, both take 2 consequential damage with 4 hit points. And then responds after he enters play, choose a leadership event in your discard pile attached to him face down, and you can play it as if it were in your hand. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to just attach, make the call to him. So Black Panther is going to swing for 2 and take the 2 consequential damage. And then Valkyrie is going to swing for 2 to finish off Absorbing Man. Whew. Well, that was a rush. Got him at my 4th player turn. So that is good. If this hadn't worked, if he had stunned me or something else, I'm not sure if I would have survived another round before he would have threaded out. But thankfully that didn't happen. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll put a link to the deck in the description of the video. If you liked the video, if you enjoyed the playthrough, please give a like, leave a comment. If you feel like it, subscribe. Otherwise, I'll be back before too long to go to Scenario 3, which will be Taskmaster. And we'll see what random hero comes through there. Thanks, everybody.